Welcome to BraunWeiss Team Talk. Today's topic is about Wix Editor X, and I'm Shi Shen, one of the management consultants at BraunWeiss MCG. We focus on optimization and process improvement using digital tools. And check it out on YouTube and LinkedIn if you want to learn more about us. So today's topic is about Wix Editor X. Different from the regular Wix editor, Editor X is a beta and more advanced tool that Wix offers throughout their platform. So we have been using Wix Editor X a lot recently due to we are developing a lot of experience in clients' project and in our own websites. So we found out that based on our experience, although it offers more advanced technologies and also they have what they call adaptive views, still we need to pay a lot of attention to detail settings and spend more time on research than the regular editor. To achieve adaptive views and great layout throughout different sizes of windows, grid area setting is one of the primary tools that we use at BraunWeiss. So grid area settings allow us to set the relative position of the elements in the same section, and it's accessible for all sizes of windows. For example, it can be set in tablet view, it can be set in phone views. And Element's grid setting stays the same throughout all screen sizes. And if I want to have different layouts in desktop views and tablet mode, I can also achieve that by easily adjust the grid area setting in the section. So next I want to show an example of actually applying and adjust the grid throughout all different views. Before we actually apply the grid in this section, I just want to quickly add an image and show that drag and drop is not the easy way to do. So as we see on the screen, it has weird margin on the top and it now has a docking on the top. So let's just get rid of this. We can do another one using our grid settings. So for this one, I'm just going to move it to the left for now and then add another image. As you can see, the two images are stacked on each other and it becomes tricky. Rather than drag and drop the second image to the right, now I use the grid area. By simply just typing 2 and 3 in the column, automatically the second image goes to the right. And as you can see, in order to get two of the image in the center in their own grid, I can just simply delete all the docking and margin setting right here. And even though it has docking and margins, everything stays in their own grid without affecting the other side of the section. Yep, and I can simply just change the width to 100, but still, as you can see, it stays in the grid. Most of the time, we just need to pay more attention to details like this. For example, here I need to change the size of the grid in order to change the overall size. Now the left size become smaller, and I can simply add grid right here, or even columns or rows is also possible. So the next thing is to pay attention to tablet and phone version of it. As you can see, I can just directly change it to 1:2 if I want to change the layout, and I can make the image smaller to make it look better. And in phone version, if I want, I can just change it again back to 2:1. And both of the things only stays in their own grid without any overflow problem. But this is also an important part since we always need to check every single views in order to avoid all the problems or weird layouts or settings. Next thing I want to talk about is layout tools and stacking. So one of the benefits we found out is it is easier to measure and document, and we can use it to avoid weird element sizes from drag and drops. For example, having elements or images that having a 60% width is always easier to document than having a image that with a 323 pixel width. And it's also straightforward for team collaboration. If one of the team member want to duplicate the design setting in another page, she or he can just simply type 60% width and add it into the page. By using layout tools and stacking, we can always avoid the problem of element overflow. In other words, it means that if we have an image that is in a large pixels, it will go beyond the border in tablet views and phone views. That's why to have a 60% width means that it will stays in the same section with a 60% size of the current section. And also on the other hand, docking and stacking functionalities is also more straightforward in positioning and margin settings. For example, if I want to have a image docking on the top of the section, I don't need to adjust the number by using the margin setting. I can just simply dock it on the top and delete all the margin there, and it will be automatically docked on the top. So I just want to quickly show an example of the use of layout tools and dockings. So I just quickly add an image and delete all the docking and margin settings right here. And I change the width to pixels and using the wrong approach by drag and drop the image to make it bigger. As you can see, the system automatically changed the docking settings back. And I just add another button and dock it on the top to show the multiple elements situation. So if I change to tablet mode, it looks just okay. But if I change to the phone mode, as you can see, both of the things got overflowed and beyond the border. And it can be creating a lot of confusion because the first thing I notice is the button becomes bigger. And as you can see on the screen, no matter how I change the setting of the button, it still seems like on the right corner in the screen. See, even though I want to dock it on the top and there's no margin in any direction, it's still showing half of the button in the right corner. Therefore, to have the image to have a percentage size become even important. As you can see, right after I change the size of the image, the button automatically change the place and go back to the original layout. Next thing I want to talk about is animation. Unlike the regular editor, editor S gives less possible animation on the elements. So that's why we come up with our own method that using element stacking to create various animation on the website. It also gives us a benefit that we can just easily apply multiple layers of animation on the same section. So I just want to quickly show an example. Here I added an image and I want to apply some animation on it. So before I get into the animation, I just quickly change the corner size and to make it into a beautiful shape like this. And as I go through the animation, I found out that we don't have much good animation right here. And I can only do a one-time flip, and that's it. So that's why we come up with our own design and approach just to stack two images on top of each other in order to create multiple layers of animation. So here I just randomly choosing a picture and show to distinguish the two images. Again, I delete all the settings on docking and margin here and make the two the exactly same size. Even the corners are staying the same. So the next thing I can just simply do a flipping word review animation. And after I do this, go to the preview of the website. As you can see, the image flip and then it show up on top of it, which become like a interesting animation for the page. So thank you for your time and attention. Don't forget to follow us and check out our newly developed website at www.braunweiss.net and follow us on YouTube at BraunWeiss MCG for new team talks coming up.